In this video, I'm going to show you how to form a loop in a fishing knot. You can also modify this too if you want, say like a T coming off of your fishing line. You can do that as well. I do use this, not regularly, but often enough. I've used this mostly with baiting rigs, say for example, bottom baiting rigs, and I can show you that later on if you'd like. The knot is very, very easy actually. Just form a loop and then take the working end and wrap it around the loop a few times. I'd say between, 8's probably a pretty good number, but really there is no right or wrong. It's whatever you choose. As you can see, I'm just taking the working end and then just wrapping around the loop a few times. This isn't the world's strongest knot, but for most applications that I use it for, it seems to hold up well. And then find what you think is the middle and then pull it apart. And then take the back side of the loop where there are no twirls and then stick it through the center of the wraps. If you're going to be using a plasticky-like line, for example, monofilament line, I would highly recommend to lubricate the line in water or other lubricant, if you may choose. Gently pull the knot tight, and that's how you would form your loop. To form the T, it's really, really simple. Take a pair of scissors, side cutters, or a pocket knife, whatever you happen to have. In my case, a big lighter, because this is mason line. And just trim it off and pull it out. Leave about a 1/16 of an inch or a millimeter or two of material left back on the knot in case things decide to slip. On this particular part of the video, I'm going to be showing you the exact same knot, only I'm going to be using a heavier monofilament line. This is 15-pound test line, so you can see it better. Same thing as before, form a loop, and then take your working end, and then pass it through the loop several times. The amount of wraps that you choose to put is really arbitrary. There is no right or wrong. It's whatever you prefer. In the past, I have not had this knot slip, but it does put quite a bit of tension on your line, and I've had this knot break at low poundage. So that may be something to consider when you're going to be using this knot. Really, any knot actually that you tie will damage the total strength of your fishing line. Okay, find approximately the middle. And monofilament can be a little tricky sometimes because it's got some springiness to it. So you may have this part a little difficult. In the past, what I've used is actually just the point of a fish hook, passed it through where my fingers are now, and that's held it open for me in the past. Take the back side of the loop and then pass it through those wraps that we had created earlier, approximately the middle. This knot is a good substitute if you do not have a T-swivel or something the equivalent thereof, then you can use something like this. Go ahead and lubricate the line with water or other lubricant that you may choose to use. And gently pull the knot tight. That forms your loop. You can leave it as is, or if you choose, you can trim one end of the loop off and form a T. I like to leave a 1/16 of an inch or a millimeter or two of material, tag end left on the knot, just in case things decide they want to slip. And that's how you would form your T. You can tie on a hook to this, a weight, or whatever rig you choose to put on.